Islam Dwayne Bathurst Bay. It's August the 17th, 2019. I'm downtown Annapolis. This is what I like to call it. I'm at the grassy place where I told you. I looked online. It said it wasn't going to rain, but it looked like there are rain clouds. So I'll see. So this is the grassy place I spoke about. Right now I'm about to read The Resurrection. Imani is Earning Money. On page 28, I'm going to read, so once again, that's Resurrection, Moorish Science Temple of America, Nationalize or Nationalization. I'm going to read part of that, then I'm going to turn the video off because of the battery. And I'm starting to hear thunder. So hopefully it won't rain. We'll see. If it does, I have a umbrella. Anyway, it says, the word nationalize or naturalization here in America will be discussed in the pamphlet as to why it is necessary. A brief clarification on how these words are developed in this. The words are programmed on our minds in 1942 by an official, a major in the National Headquarters Selective Services System. The headquarters was located on 21st and C Street, Northwest Washington, D.C. at that time. We were sent to that office by the state headquarters of Selective Service over Maryland because his local board made a ruling that we Moorish people were Negro, black, color, and Ethiopian. The state director said to change that ruling, a proclamation had to be handed down from National Headquarters of Selective Service Systems of Washington, D.C. We were sent to confer with General Hershey, but the general was not in. 3 years later, we did confer with the general. At that time, we were referred to a major. After the major heard our complaints, he told us that our complaints were deeper than he could dream. We asked the major, did he thoroughly understand our problem, and if he did, make us know it. The major said, when the Germans took over Czechoslovakia, the Germans nationalized the conquered people according to the German laws. When America conquered you people, America made slaves out of you people. Tell Drew Ali to send into this headquarters all available proof of you people being Moorish Americans. We showed the major from 1099 and the 6th Act of the law inside. The major said, this is it. Leave it with me and I will run it into Chicago and get the attachments. We told the major we had no orders to leave the book, our authority, Form 1099. The major said, tell the Drew Ali to send it into this headquarters. We will send it over to the Justice Department and make law out of it. And you can talk it all you want. The major called up the state quarters in Maryland and authorized our change. Then the major said, in time, this headquarters will make all the slaves Moorish Americans. Will make all the slaves Moorish Americans. It will take days, weeks, months, and years. He vowed that you people will be nationalized. We asked the major to put it in writing. Let me read that again. It says, we will send it over to the Justice Department and make law out of it. And you can talk it all you want to. The major called up the state headquarters in Maryland and authorized our change. Then the major said, in time, this headquarters will make all the slaves Moorish Americans. Okay. It will take days, weeks, months, and years. He vowed that you people will be nationalized. We asked the major to put it in writing. The major did. He gave us a slip, and on the slip it stated, write the national headquarters and submit all available proof why the slaves are Moorish Americans. The major was talking with such a deep wisdom. I imagined in my mind that he was a Jesus Christ. I told him that the slaves will only hear Jesus Christ. Question: are you Jesus Christ? The major said, yes, I am their Jesus Christ. I stated to the major, if you are, or this headquarters is a Jesus Christ, then please make me know it. Then I know that the slaves will hear you or this headquarters. The major said, all right, don't I feed the slaves, clothe them? They sleep in my houses, ride on my streetcars, buses, trains, spend my money, work on my jobs, walk on my streets. Don't I send the slaves welfare checks? This is the government. We have laws. We make everyone obey here in America. And by the way, how did you get here? We replied to the major on the bus. The major said, that was my bus you rode on, and you can't get out of this building until I sign your slip. Do you think the black men will hear me, etc.? I replied to the major, yes, sir. The major said, you, right, they will hear me. If they don't, we will turn hell for them. Tell the Drew Ali to send the information to this headquarters, and this headquarters will straighten out the subject, but it will take time. We went back to the Drew Ali and waited 2 years for orders. In 1944, the orders were given. We went back to the headquarters. That major wasn't there. That major wasn't there. He had programmed another major, and this major told us he knows the old nigger story. He knows the old nigger story. The headquarters don't know how to make the change on how to change a slave to a man. The major said, what form you use? We presented the form we used, which was Form OAAN 7003, Federal Security Agent. The major looked at the form and said, the government changed your name. All right, go back and send this in and others who have cooperated with you in making this change in what you want. We will take the matter up from there on. We sent the information to the major, and in reply, we received a communication from General Hershey, Assistant Director. Enclosed are some communications from him. The Assistant Director later arranged for a conference for us to meet the General. As I have already stated in this briefing, the General turned us over to the Department of Defense. In later years, a file number 1-17 was established for me. Enclosed is also some communication from the Civilian Aid Office on the subject. For security reasons, some of the documents enclosed in this pamphlet will not be printed in the pamphlet for public use. And if there's any party interested in the documents, please see or contact me, the author. Okay, I'm going to stop there, Dwayne, because of the battery. Islam. It's August the 17th, 2019, but I'm going to continue to read. I might have to actually, it looks like it's going to rain. It's thundering, so I might have to actually head back to the room.